Hi, my name is Doug Windiger, QA Product Specialist here at Atlas Copco, and today we're going to cover the dashboard in QA Supervisor software. So let's take a look.
Okay, so we're going to cover the QA Supervisor dashboard. What I'm going to do right now is show you in the service console within QA Supervisor and just show you that it is a license that's separate from the software. It's not part of the standard software. So as you can see, under my license list, I have, the second one down, I have my dashboard license. So when I launch my QA Supervisor software and I'm going to log under my user account or my admin account, this is the dashboard, my home screen, which is the dashboard. So under each user within QA Supervisor, if the dashboard is licensed, they're going to have the ability to create their own widgets, which are these little panels or panes here in QA Supervisor. So they can be configured unique to that user, and they can be configured to what's important to that user. So with that said, as you can see, I have a few boxes or panes already configured in my software, and we can easily add a new one in here by hitting the add widget. So this is what's available currently. So we have a calendar, a CM, CMK, a Pareto, expiration, and a CP, CPK. So for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to hit the CM, CMK, hit OK, and then that new widget is at the bottom of the list. Now, if I needed to bring it to the top of the list, I can easily order it by hitting the three dots here and then move it up or down, depending on where I wanted it to land on my home page. So we can do that, and what we need to do now is actually configure it. So if I hit the configure button, you can see that when I go to configure the widgets, by default, it's at the very top of the list of our factory structure. So these widgets, again, can be configured to be very general. In this case, if I chose the Atlas Copco and I was looking at a CM, CMK, I might get all kinds of data depending on how big my database is and how many tools we're talking about. But I think the idea with these widgets is to maybe drill down to a specific application. In this case, I'm going to do station number 4, door latch, and I'm going to create the widget out of that specific station. So let me title that correctly. Station number 4. So station number 4, CM, CMK chart. So the next thing I want to do is maybe change this controlled variable to torque. That's really what I'm looking at. And then the refresh rate, I want to have something more frequent than none. So when I hit OK here, it's going to automatically populate, and you can see I already have data in there. So that's, again, an example of creating a widget. Very quickly, we can configure it. Like I said, if I need to move it up in the list, I can do that pretty easily. Also, if I hit these 3 lines over here, this is where I can download them. Picture or create a PDF and print this out if I need to. So that's how easy it is to create a widget. And like I said, they're unique to each individual login user. So they can configure what's important to them, what they're responsible for. Maybe they want to keep a close eye on a certain station. They can easily do that there. So the expired widget that I have here is kind of unique. It shows me all the different expired tests that I have in my software currently, and it actually talks about my measuring devices or my in this case my IRTT, my plant standard. So that's expired. I need to send that out to get calibrated, right? So it shows up there. That's kind of nice. So, but if I click on example this tool at the bottom, that ETV SR21, you can see that from here it's a shortcut. I can look at the results. I can get into the actual details of the last test I did and print the report and actually get down into the actual rundowns and look at traces. So it's a shortcut to view the data if I needed to do that. And the other thing that's important, if you notice, when we go back here to the inspection details, there's actually a run button here, but it's grayed out in my case, but that's because I'm launching the software on my Surface Pro tablet here. But if this software was being accessed from a bench, that run button could potentially be activated, so I can actually execute a test directly from QA Supervisor software. So we could test that tool right then and check it off the list, so to speak. So that is very quick demonstration on the dashboard. Just to keep in mind, it's a separate license and it's unique to each individual login user. In my opinion, it's a pretty nice feature to have. We have this information right at our fingertips. We don't have to go in and dig for data this way. We don't have to go in and look for it. We can configure it so it's right there in front of us when we first open up the software.
So that was QA Supervisor in the dashboard. If you have any further questions, contact your Atlas Copco rep, and thank you for watching.